Well, I'm Sister Dorothy. I'm a professional musician, and I fall into a lot of different categories. I'm a singer-songwriter, but I also play instrumental classical music. So I actually, I'm not a nun, just to let you know right off the bat, because people think I am, but I'm from a Mennonite background, and it's kind of our tradition to call each other brother and sister. And I just feel that all of us on this planet are really brothers and sisters, and so that's where it comes from.
Nice.
Plus, I'm not Fred Penner's wife, so my name is Dorothy Penner. So I decided to choose a stage name for myself that sort of was positive,
Yep.
and that people wouldn't keep saying, "Are you Fred Penner's wife?"
What kind of stuff is your songs? Do you write about something in particular? Are they subject matter? I mean, lyrics? Are they? Where do you find your inspiration for your?
I like to walk for exercise, and I like to walk in my neighborhood. I walk over the overpass, and a lot of times I'll find that I work out songs that way. And in fact, one I wrote called Blue Sky, because we live in Winnipeg here and we get a lot of blue sky, and we're used to it, and we get really cranky when it gets wet and rainy.
Right.
And I don't think I could live in Vancouver. But I just thought, like, man, this is just so beautiful. I live here. I have blue sky. I can walk in my neighborhood, feel safe. And so I just started, a song started coming from there. And it's about walking pace, I guess,
Yeah.
I've written songs about my neighbors. I've got a renter, and so I always have a renter next door. So I've written songs about my renter. Farron Hall, the guy who rescued people from the Red River from drowning. I got one in the works about him.
Nice.
So different things.
You've also been writing in other languages.
I have been writing songs in Ojibwe,
Yeah.
First Nations language. I spent quite a bit of time at the Saugeen First Nation working with Ojibwe teachers and speakers there to write songs to help kids learn the language. Because, basically, and nobody under 40 speaks the language anymore. And it's really becoming, lost. The elders are getting older, and they do offer Ojibwe in the school, though. And I find, personally, it's easy for me to remember things when you can kind of sing about it, make a rhyme, a little song. So it turns out I'm kind of good at that. So I've been working with these people and writing songs. So I like about family members, counting, colors, and it's been just great.
So not only do you have a history here, going back a number of years in Elmwood, your family was also from here?
That's right, yeah. Well, see, I grew up in East Kildonan, but my grandparents were refugees in the 1920s. They fled Russia. There was a revolution going on. And they basically came with what they could carry in the 1920s. My grandmother didn't even have a warm coat. They didn't speak English, but eventually she got a warm coat.
Wow.
She got a job as a maid, learned the language and that sort of stuff. And and then met my grandfather, who was basically a Mennonite from the same sort of era. They fled in the 20s to here, and they got married. My grandfather had a machine shop in North Kildonan, and he always felt that he owed the government a debt for letting them come here. The government had wanted the Mennonites to come and be farmers, and he was really more of a machine kind of guy. But then he bought some land north of the city in Riverton and started a farm. And my grandmother said they spent their 25th wedding anniversary in a truck, just on some land. They hadn't built a house yet and whatever. Anyways, my grandfather farmed there for 25 years. And when he retired, bought this little house that we're in right now in Elmwood, and lived here for another, I don't know, probably 25 years as well, and retired to the nursing home. And I got the house. So I'm living here, and this house is about 100 years old right now.
So these roots run deep.
Yeah, pretty deep.
Yeah.
So I think it's great that I'm living in my grandparents' old house.